guess, Coach, just talk about the award, just being nominated.
And we're doing this like today. Okay. Well, obviously, you saw the men and the women that were sitting up on that stage, that the caliber and the years that they've put in and the accomplishment that they've had. It's an humbling experience because, without question, we're an elite group of people. But as I've said in the past, and I'll reiterate it again, without question, without the support of the players and those guys that make the commitment every day to buy in and to work and to do the things you ask them to do, without the support of their parents who allow you to coach their children, and most importantly, I think, without coaches that are great teachers, none of this would be possible. So it's an humbling experience, and one that I wished all of them could share with us.
And just talk about the other people that you mix and mingle with from others besides the Louisiana, outside, the Oregons, the Washingtons, just to get their feel and see how their coaching philosophy is compared to what you are.
Well, you know, as you listen to and have an opportunity to visit with coaches from all over the country, I mean, East Coast, West Coast, North, South, it's interesting how the values are the same. They all talked about relationships. They all talked about the fundamentals of teaching. They all talked about camaraderie. They all talked about commitment. Those things never change in athletics, and I think what it does is kind of reassure that what you're doing is what makes things successful, not only here but across the country. You know, listening to the coach from Oregon talking about the difficulty and travel and the two conferences in order to overcome the obstacles, just to have an opportunity to compete for a championship. I mean, it's really exciting to hear guys that have been able to do that, and a coach that starts off with a 88-4 loss in his first game in women's basketball. I mean, and then hear them to talk about their continuation of the teaching and never giving up and continue to work hard, and the teaching process. Just, you know, it reaffirms what you have believed and what you think is best for your young people.
And the student athletes, the two that stick out, the wrestler, 5-time state champion, and Nikki that went on to be the SEC Player of the Year in women's basketball.
Well,
that's good company too.
You know, yeah, it was. You know, to win 5 state championships, and I thought that was a great question when the guy said it's only 4 years of high school, and he came back and said, I won it as an 8th grader. You know, obviously a special athlete, and you're right. Nikki and the way she was able to compete in the SEC and women's basketball is just an absolute marvel to be able to accomplish the things she did on the court. And again, it just shows you the caliber of the people that are in this high school Hall of Fame, and one that I think is extremely worthwhile to recognize the people that have accomplished these kind of things in their career in all the sports.
And I don't think any of these Hall of Famers probably were picking up tile and cleaning up a school during the day.
They probably wasn't doing that during the day, but again, that's just part of it when you're involved in a school like ours, and one that I enjoy doing and look forward to the end result.